It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
Keep playing.
Done. 180.
Rip left. Check 26, check 26. Hey, switch gears.
Rip.
Watch 98's the mic.
Watch the slant.
Switch.
Let's go. Great.
Big end.
Done.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't got nothing.
Come on now.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Rip right. Check 9. Watch twist.
Two jet.
To throw, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
Tighten up. Check 43.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27.
Empty.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Middle.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Motion. I'm bringing it to you.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
second down, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, it's Wentz. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. It's our time. It's our time. Mike, check, 59.
On third down, Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them him down. In this case, though, giving up the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Drake. Yeah, he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Wide, get wide. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 25.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready? Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 44, Rosen is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Santos with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Monday.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Great 15, great 15. Hey, check.
Check 3.
Shift.
Wentz now on first down. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On play action, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Watch Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, Echo!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're 21 years. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to this. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
They're going on fourth down. Rosen over the middle, complete. That's Blake. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Hug.
A give running right, Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane. 2nd and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Check it back.
Right back to Drake.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Drake, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 4th down, here's Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to catch this one in. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. And running with power here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They started on the ground with Eckler. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Man, I got you. Sponge. No. Shoot.
X3, 218, chop.
Wentz to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Good job.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game with the head throwed and blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs off the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously. Other joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install down and you and the yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up. But can
power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet.